We're going to be talking about the next big update for Black Ops Cold War. This would be the mid-season update for Season 1, bringing us the rest of the content that Treyarch promised, and we may also see a bunch of Season 2 content released early as well. A bunch of new stuff just leaked out that a lot of you guys probably don't know about. Some new melee weapons, razor wire, a zombie shield, potentially Tombstone being added in Season 1, a bunch of other zombie features. So a lot of cool stuff to cover here for this next mid-season update for Black Ops Cold War. If you can leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Really do appreciate the support, guys. Shout out to the members as always. And before we go through any of the information, what we're seeing for this mid-season update, let's go through very quickly, when is this update going to release? Modern Warzone tweeted out, new Fireteam Dirty Bomb map Santorium will be released on January 14th with a mid-season update to Black Ops Cold War. Previous leaks have stated the new Warzone map, rumored to be coming in March, will be a combination of all of the Fireteam maps similar to the Ground War maps in Modern Warfare. We're definitely going to talk more about this new Warzone map coming very soon, expected to be releasing in March, what that will look like based on all of the Fireteam maps, what the new features will be in that new Warzone map. Definitely very exciting to see that, but for now, January 14th, looks like it's the date for the mid-season update. That is a Thursday. It's next Thursday, so it's probably going to be a Wednesday night into Thursday morning release, which would be 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern, and 6 a.m. UK. Treyarch gave us a roadmap for Black Ops Cold War Season 1, giving us an outline as to what content we are going to receive. Now, I do have to cover a bunch of different leaks here, but extra content that Treyarch hasn't already announced to us that has been revealed through different leaks, obviously. But from the roadmap here, it seems like they actually revealed a lot of stuff already, and we're not really getting too much for the mid-season update, at least as of now. We have two new operators we're expecting, Xenia and Bulldozer. We have a new Fireteam map, Sanatorium. We have Dropkick, the new multiplayer 6v6 map. We have the Zombies game mode, Cranked, and pretty much everything else. Most of the weapons, the melee weapons, already released. The gunfight maps released. The 6v6 maps released. And that's it. We have a lot of the content already. But again, there's a lot of other Season 1 content that we could still see here. We have a potential new melee weapon being added to the game very soon. There's a leaked axe texture file in the files for Black Ops Cold War, and it could be something either towards an axe melee weapon, as this leaker says, or some sort of animated emblem or something like that, just in the form of that axe. The texture is there for the axe. I could see them adding some type of new melee weapon in an axe form very soon. It's not completely out of the question. Will they bring that to us for the Season 1 mid-season update? Will they delay it till Season 2? We don't know yet. And will this actually be a thing? We don't really know as well. But it looks like with every season here and throughout the next couple seasons, we're going to see a large variety of these melee weapons. They gave us a decent amount of melee weapons at the beginning of Season 1, and they released the rest of those melee weapons the last couple of weeks. I think it was last week we saw a bunch of the other ones finally added into the game. So they're going to continue that trend. I could see all different variants of an axe returning to the game, all different variants of the wakizashi, different swords, all different stuff like that added to the game. So we could see another one added in this mid-season update, some more added in Season 2, and so on and so forth. Next thing here, this is also really interesting. Razor wire was leaked in the code. All of the Black Ops Cold War operators have quotes for razor wire, and there's a video, there's a bunch of different leaks here, and it actually looks like this is related to zombies, which is really interesting because back in Black Ops 4, razor wire was obviously one of the specialist abilities of Torque. You could use it in multiplayer and Blackout, but apparently in the code, it's directed only towards zombies. Here's just a quick little video of what razor wire looks like and how it works. If you don't remember, pretty much players walk into it, they get trapped for a little bit, and it's easy to kill them and sort of block entrances and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool thing. I would want to see it in multiplayer, honestly. I don't know if they would add it to Warzone, but it's weird to see that it's only for zombies in the code. I think eventually if they're going to add a razor wire, if we do see it in the mid-season update, it would be added to the entire game. For zombies specifically, it could be some type of new variant in a field upgrade. Obviously, you know, we're not seeing specialist characters in zombies, so you can't use your specialist abilities. Razor Wire would only make sense in the form of a new field upgrade. So whenever we get that new field upgrade, Razor Wire might be a part of that. Just to give you guys some of the quotes there from the operators, it says deploying Razor Wire going down, placing Razor Wire is out. So it's all in the code. It's going to be coming very soon. So it's going to be cool to see how they actually implement that. Next thing here, some more zombie stuff. This could also relate to multiplayer as well, because usually when we're seeing new weapons or melee weapons or equipment added to the game, it could really go for the entire game. This game, obviously, they're bringing Warzone, multiplayer, zombies all together. So a lot of the stuff that we see here could be related to all parts of the game, but apparently there was some talk of a potential shield in the game, more about zombies here, and there's some classification as to what is really going on. So the shield is a reuse of assets from previous games and apparently isn't coming to the game, but apparently there's a video of a barricade field upgrade which has been in the files since day one but still isn't in the game. There also seems to be a separate assault shield in the Black Ops Cold War files, but it's not the one going around on Twitter. If you guys saw, there were a bunch of different, not really fake images, but the images weren't really accurate as to, you know, a zombie shield in Black Ops Cold War. But in the Black Ops Cold War code, apparently there's a lot of different assets towards different types of shields in the game. So at least for multiplayer, will they actually add a shield? It's in the code. Maybe they decide to scrap it. Do you guys want to see a shield? Would you want to see that added to the game? For zombies, us zombie players know that the shield was pretty much replaced with armor, the armor system in zombies. So if they did add a zombie shield or an assault shield to Cold War zombies, I would think they would strictly add it as a weapon and make it so it really doesn't protect you, because again, the protection in this game is not coming from the shields, it's coming from the armor system. Now, some more stuff here with zombies content coming to the game. Tombstone as a perk could actually release in the mid-season update for Black Ops Cold War. That really being because of the fact that zombies is so completely dead right now. I think Treyarch realized that, you know what, zombies players are really going through it. Most people that play zombies are kind of sick of Die Maschine, not meaning it's a bad map, and most people still like the map. It's just getting a bit boring, and Jingle Hells obviously wasn't enough, and Cranked coming very soon to zombies won't be enough as well, I'm just assuming. But I doubt that game mode is going to really bring back the zombies hype for Cold War Zombies. So them releasing Tombstone for the mid-season update would make perfect sense. They teased it at the beginning of the year. They didn't say when they would release it, so they could easily drop it in this mid-season update. Let's talk about Tombstone just for a second. Greg FPS says this: do you want Tombstone back or no? Explain. Personally, I think it's a perk I wouldn't use, and there's a bunch of different arguments here as to why it would be a pretty good perk. Eric says yes, because you lose your guns and salvage if you die, and that's an issue. Lots of cool upgrade ideas. Respawns at the end of the round instead of the beginning of the next round. New perk system means it doesn't have to justify a slot, but it's a good extra preparation for Easter eggs, hard bosses, I would even say high rounds with multiple players. If you don't want to lose all of your stuff and you really need it for certain tasks, it's a pretty good thing. And especially for casual players who maybe die often and they have to restart on round 25 with no salvage, none of their weapons. Cold War Zombies, it's pretty easy, but if that's the case, round 25, round 30, and you have nothing, it's pretty hard to get back in the game. So Tombstone would be a pretty cool and almost necessary perk there. Maybe again, it's not a crutch, and that's a good thing. Like, these perks don't have to be crutches. Some cases you would want Tombstone, and the different tiers of Tombstone will provide us with different things as to keep more of your salvage after you die, keep your weapons after you die, all different stuff like that. And other times you may not need Tombstone, you may not want it, maybe you want more of a challenge, but I feel like it doesn't hurt for them to add this perk to the game. Let me know down below, do you want Tombstone in the game? It's definitely definitely going to happen at this point, either in the mid-season update or the beginning of season 2, but let me know down below your opinions on that. So some more stuff here coming potentially in the next couple of updates. Mid-season update season 2 league play is scheduled for this quarter, so between now and March. That was back in December, so a part of this mid-season update, we could easily see the introduction of league play. Now, league play is something that they always delay. Every new Call of Duty, it seems to get announced, delayed several months down the line, and sometimes even just straight up canceled for the Call of Duty. So will we see it in the mid-season update? Potentially. Chances are we might not, though, so we'll just have to wait and see what we're getting with that there. Next thing here, a bunch of other content that isn't necessarily with Black Ops Cold War, but it is more with Warzone and Modern Warfare. A lot of this content would be a really cool surprise. There's a bunch of different leaks that were coming out recently of actual gameplay of all of these different new weapons, the Soap Operator pack, all of that cool stuff. So here's a rundown of a bunch of this content. We have the Soap Mactavish pack, Shane, new weapons, CX-9 SMG, the RAL LMG, the CX-9 pistol, new maps for Modern Warfare, Kill House, Al-Rab Air Base, Townhouse, Drainage. Based on the leaks, a lot of this content will be releasing very soon, so be on the lookout for that. And we can easily see a bunch of this stuff added to Modern Warfare and Warzone in this new mid-season update in the next couple of weeks. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. That's most of the upcoming content that we have right now based on what was revealed from the actual information from the roadmap, from the leaks here. Everything else is still up in the air, and if you see any other leaks, we're most likely getting that content later on down the line. There are a bunch of other different leaked DLC weapons in the code. We're gonna have to wait for a lot of this stuff. Right now, the mid-season update won't be the biggest update, but we will get some pretty decent content, chances are, and hopefully they give us some new surprises with a bunch of the stuff we talked about from the code. So leave a comment below mid-season if you watch the whole video. It is greatly appreciated. I will see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out.